Hello everybody and welcome to Jeff the Pharmacist. So today I wanted to talk about the Valsartan recall. So there's a huge recall out there on Valsartan. It looks like about half of the product on the market has been subject to recall. And it's all because of the one company in China that's basically making half of the raw material for Valsartan, or the active ingredient for Valsartan. So I'm going to butcher the name. It's called Zhejiang Huahai Pharmaceuticals, and it's in China. And basically they with the FDA determined that there was too much of a byproduct of, I guess, organic chemical synthesis. It's called NMDA, or Nitrosodimethylamine, and that's it's a probable carcinogen. It's actually used in lab rats sometimes to create cancer in the lab rats at extremely high doses. We are subject to it in our food supply a little bit, and also in some people's water supply. So it is out there. It's not something that people probably haven't ingested a tiny little amount of it before, but it is. It was considered to be that there was enough of that to create a need for a recall. So the first recall that came out was Solco. So Solco is a generic manufacturer, and the recall that they sent out was basically telling the pharmacies to take the drug off the shelf but not notify patients. So there are different kind of recalls. Most of them do not require patient notification. So Solco made the decision to only do like a voluntary recall where you didn't have to notify patients. And Teva today decided to do a more, I guess, a more serious recall, a class 1 recall. That basically means that the companies will reimburse pharmacies for the product that they're taking back from patients. The Solco recall, they wouldn't be reimbursing pharmacies, so pharmacies would kind of be on the hook for any medication that they took back, that they switched for patients. Probably in the so patients are probably going to have to switch to a different medication. There are a lot of different medications in the same class as Valsartan. So Valsartan is something called an angiotensin receptor blocker. There are a lot of angiotensin receptor blockers. Losartan is one, Candesartan, Irbesartan. There's a lot of different ones, so there are a lot of other options for people, so that's a good thing. It's not in a class by itself or anything. So I think a lot of patients probably would, I don't know, maybe wonder why half the supply of Valsartan for the United States is made in one company in China. And I think that's a good question. When you have so much consolidation, you have a lot of issues with if there is a supply shortage from one of these companies, then patients are kind of out of luck and they have to go to their doctor or call their doctor and get a different medication. It can cause a lot of problems for people. Sometimes it can be very serious problems. So it amounts for about half the market of Valsartan, so it's going to be unlikely that pharmacies are going to be able to order Valsartan anymore until the other manufacturers ramp up production enough, and that usually takes them a while to do that. So there's going to be a very kind of uncertain period where people are actually probably going to have to move to different medications to treat their blood pressure. So I hope you guys found this interesting. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please comment below. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks a lot.